What's up, everybody? We are here back with Doki Doki Literature Club, and I forgot what part we're on, as always. Oh, part two. We're on part two.
I thought you had to point at the board.
Did. All right, so all I remember was we was on a poem.
Oh yeah. Are we even gonna present that now? I'm guessing.
Oh god, it's gonna be cringe, guys. All right, ready? Let's go. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Yo, have y'all ever had that happen in class before? You just be sitting at your table, you be glancing at your crush or something, you just be like, ooh, nah.
Yeah.
But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
You feeling us? Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean...
She's getting nervous.
I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it too.
Excuse me. I'm glad to hear that. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Markov? There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh, we got the Illuminati right now.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison.
Oh.
And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yo, I'm about to put on my freaking glasses to keep reading like this.
I'm done. It's just that those kinds of stories.
Oh, I forgot to skip.
I'm done. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy, but they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans.
I'm dead.
I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people.
Dang. That's some people I know.
I'm done. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it right now.
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. If I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri.
Yeah.
Are you sure? No, this would be me, y'all. This would be me. Like, are you sure it's okay? I can move. You seem a little apprehensive. I think I said that right. Don't come at me. You seem a little apprehensive.
Sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with somebody.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
Open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing. Yo, I have never read a book and was like, dang, I can feel somebody watching me. That means somebody's literally watching you. She probably like this. Is he on the same page as me?
I know, right?
Let me read that same little paragraph.
I'll be all like, you good?
I know, right? Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. See what I say? Because if two people, y'all, I ain't even got a book over here to do a reference, but here's my phone. If I'm reading and you feel like somebody's looking at you.
I know, right? Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, get some of that book action going. We got a little book date going on. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here. Ooh.
I'm dead. Yuri Can't with you. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Why do I need to read this? Why are y'all... But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Yeah, ain't nothing like, you get this side of the book, right? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You get this side. So, page 12.
Interesting.
It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? Turn the page.
Oh, sorry. What if I'm not even finished?
I know, right?
I think I got distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do.
Oh, she's smiling now.
Anorian's staring like, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Don't come at me. I'm pretty sure that says volition. Volition.
I'm done. I think it's volition.
Anyways, it's funny because I feel like she's reading so fast. Cause I'm pretty sure she like this. Us over here on paragraph 1, our character. Yuri probably just being so nice. Dang, he reading slow.
She's over here on this page. We're still on the first page over here.
We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Bro, we reading a book. We're reading a book.
And he really thinking this.
We're in a literature club. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her. My guy, it's a book. It's a book. Come on. We're just reading. Like, yo, look how delicately this page falls over to her so gracefully. Bruh, it's a book. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerism.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her.
You blew it.
That's so embarrassing that you think that.
You blew it. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm more meant that it's kind of cute.
Oh. That's... What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. She's at their jump. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
Oh, sorry. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
I don't even remember what it was about.
Me neither.
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone...
That's me.
Oh.
Somebody knocked. I can't wait.
Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika pristine handwriting from where I said Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Oh, jeez.
You know, every time we had a like a paper due, I was always the last one. I'm like, oh god, please don't come to my desk. And I hate it when they had a what was it? They had to read out loud your poem or your freaking work. They're like, now read it out to the entire class. Me.
Always hated that.
Oh, you see now. I didn't finish mine. Can I do it tomorrow? I just didn't finish it. And then I smoothly next day, the paper already be done that day. Smoothly come in the next day. Here you go, teacher. I skipped the whole reading part. Like I ain't about to read in front of y'all.
Okay, so who should we show the poem to first?
Yo.
I don't know. I'm going with Yuri.
I'm going with our friend, the one that brought us here.
Okay, fine.
I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. Yes. She's my good friend after all.
Mm-hmm. Hmm?
If her face turns.
Oh, jeez. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time?
Oh, thank God. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See, it's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. No? Why are you laughing?
Calling us selfish is crazy.
I thought you were laughing. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah? I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that, then.
Yeah. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Oh jeez. Should I read this? Or are you reading it?
Oh, it's me. Because I'm reading it.
Okay.
Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds. Oh, she wrote one about the sun. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of the bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
I'm dead.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
I'm dead. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monika's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Do we have to choose every? Oh God.
Oh jeez.
I don't care for either of you. All right, Yuri, don't flame us. Don't flame us, Yuri.
I know, right?
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exponential.
Oh, good. Thank God. What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri's face covers her mouth. Wait, what? I said face. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Oh, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what happened? We shouldn't have said nothing. Because now she's trying to break it down, and like, nah, he gotta be stupid somewhere. I gave him a compliment? Nah, hold on.
Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most relatable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they attempt to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. Oh, I had a stroke reading that part. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem.
Okay, y'all see what happened, right? She just said, before if we go back, oh, you're a great writer. I can tell you've been writing a lot. And then she goes into, well, I knew you was a new writer. See right here, you did this. Dang. Just burst our bubble like that.
I know, right? So mean. She's not even acting shy anymore at this point. It's just finding them and building them. But getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example.
Nah, I don't want to hear from you no more, Yuri.
And trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem, though?
Please do. I love to share my thoughts. I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back.
I don't know what none of that mean. Poetry.
I'm sorry. I have so much terrible handwriting.
Bro, I can't even understand your handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Don't call me out. Well, I just don't read script very often. Not at all. I don't. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Honestly, you know, y'all want to know what makes me mad in school though? Because they be expecting you to do something extravagant. Your teacher be like, please present your paper. And first part, it'd be like, you write a little bit, but it can have like a deep meaning. Or you could just be like, tell your little story. You need more. We need at least 500 more words. Me. Okay, first, I wrote it out the way I wanted it and it made sense. Now you about to get just a bunch of gobbledygook going down the page to fill the rest out. Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
What is that? It reminds me of Luigi's Mansion, the old man.
Oh, I remember.
I'm dead.
I was thinking about the chick from One Piece.
I'm dead. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
I understand a bit of it.
But remember, that poem often expressed their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
I hate those too. My teacher. Now, what did he say in this book? He said the water was running. No, the water symbolized, no, he said the water was running. The sink was on, the water was running. It don't symbolize rain, it don't symbolize his past. It's just a sink.
I know, right? Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Well, geez.
That's sad. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's really nothing. Yours was impressive too, so...
Mine was trash. We didn't even get to read ours.
I know, right?
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
Think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you.
Y'all, I'm waiting for this game just to get bad. Because when we first started this, it said, if you're disturbed or anything else. So this is about, it's too all cutesy right now.
Yeah.
And I'm scared about what's about to happen.
Same.
Me too. Alright guys, but that's gonna be the end for right now. We're gonna have to call it. We are at our mark for time. And we'll see you guys next time with another video. And what part is it?
Part 3.
Part.
This is part 2. We just did part 2.
Oh, okay. Anyways, guys, we'll see you next time with more videos, more content, and we'll see you next time. Bye.